probably a very unpopular opinion, but I remove my ghost followers. If you're inactive on my page, you're not liking, you're not commenting, you're not DMing me. If I DM you and you don't answer me back, I'm removing you. Stay tuned. I'm gonna give you my explanation as to why I choose to remove ghost and inactive followers. Hello to my feminine bosses. My name is Gabrielle Noelle and I am the HBIC around these parts. Welcome to my channel, a place for retail, beauty, and creative entrepreneurs to turn their ideas into profitable businesses. Don't worry too much about how many followers you have. That's not what's important. What's important is turning your followers into customers. That's one of the main reasons I don't worry about just amassing a large following. Right now, my strategy and my focus is nurturing the existing following that I have and increasing my engagement rate. So continue to watch this video because I'm gonna explain why I remove followers that are spam, bot, or inactive from my account. You got to go. Getting rid of ghost and inactive followers will actually increase your engagement rate. Ghost followers don't like, they don't comment, and most importantly, they're not going to be able to buy. If it's a spam, bot, or fake account, they're obviously not buying your product. Ghost followers are basically inactive followers. They can be real people that have real accounts, but they just hardly ever see your content, or when they do see your content, they don't like, they don't comment, they don't engage. But one important thing to note, which makes it kind of tricky, is the fact that you could have an inactive profile, someone that doesn't like, doesn't comment, just because that's not how they engage with Instagram. You can have people like that would be some of your best customers. On the other hand, you can have ghost followers that are fake bot spam accounts. Spam and bot accounts are accounts that they usually have numbers in their username. They have no profile picture. They probably follow like 3,000 people and they have a small following. Those are easy to tell. When you come across those spam and bot followers, delete them. You have to be careful not to get rid of any of your good followers. Quiet followers spend money too. They won't like a comment, but they'll head right to your link and make a purchase. I try not to remove anyone that has a real profile. Before I go removing anyone that's a real person, I will send them a DM, I'll like their photos, and I'll comment, and I'll give a chance for a connection to build. But if you're not responding to my DMs and you're not liking my content, then what are you here for? You got to go. Ghost followers, they just take up space on your Instagram. When Instagram is deciding who to serve your content to, the worst thing is when they're serving your content to ghost inactive followers, people who just will not like or comment on your content no matter what. It's the worst. Having a lot of followers is good for aesthetics, right? It looks good when you have a large following account, but it looks even better when you have people that are actually engaged and you're building a community. So although these ghost and inactive followers, if you keep them on your page, it's good for the aesthetic, but they're hurting you in the long run. When you have a lot of ghosts or inactive followers on your profile, it confuses Instagram. Instagram could possibly be serving some of your best content to people that are inactive, that are never gonna like your content, either because they just don't engage on Instagram, or they're just inactive, or they're ghosts, or they're haters, whatever. One thing you absolutely don't want to do when you're trying to get rid of ghost followers is to use an outside app. They have apps like Cleaner. Don't use that one. The problem with using these apps is that you can get your profile shadow banned. It's against Instagram policy, and if you're growing a page, you really don't want to start doing stuff like that, because you could really get your page shut down. And after you put in so much work on your page, you definitely don't want that to happen. This is how I get rid of ghost followers. What I like to do is the ABC method. It takes forever, but it's the only way that I trust. Basically, what the ABC method is, when you go on your Instagram and you go to your follower count, type in the letter A, and then you just go down the list and look at everyone that's following you with the letter A. And if anything pops up that looks funny, I'll go to the profile, check it out. If it looks like, you know, it's a spam account, block. I don't have too much more of that in my account. I used to. Whenever I see someone follows me that looks suspicious or looks weird, I just remove them right away. And what I like to do is when someone does follow me, I like to send them a message. I like to go to their page and check out their profile and like and comment and just let them know that I see you, sis. Like, you don't just fall into this black hole of like my fan. Should you even be worried about ghost followers? And the answer is yes and no. It depends. It depends on your engagement rate. If your engagement rate is less than 1%, then yes. Those spam bot accounts, inactive followers, they're bringing your engagement rate down and they're bringing your score down. A great way to check your engagement rate is to go to hypeauditor.com. It's free. You just type in your Instagram name and it'll populate a report and it tells you your engagement rate. Right now, my engagement rate is awful. It's less than 1%. If your engagement rate is low, you definitely want to be combing through your followers to see if you have spam and bot and like a bunch of weirdos following you. If you do, get rid of them. It gets a little tricky though when you have followers that are real people, but they're inactive. We know we're not supposed to get caught up on how many likes or how many comments you have, but it's a balance. Why? Because Instagram actually will serve your content to more people if you are getting more engagement. So it's kind of like the gift and the curse. Although you cannot judge your business by the amount of likes and the amount of comments that you get, it's also a good indicator that Instagram is going to increase your reach. And the more you grow your followers on your page, the more important it is going to be for you to get reach, to be able to actually reach people that are following you. So it's important that if you have inactive followers on your page, I personally like to get them out of there because you're just holding me back. If Instagram is showing you my content and you don't like it and you don't comment, it's actually hurting my analytics. And I want my content to be seen by people who actually appreciate it, who want to engage with it, and who want to be a part of the community. So to me, having a larger amount of followers that just don't really mess with you is not as good as having a smaller community of people that actually like, comment. My main goal is to increase my engagement rate. If your engagement rate is between 2 and 5%, you're doing really well. You probably don't have to be so obsessed about ghost followers if you have a really great engagement rate. I've seen small accounts that have 30% engagement rate, which is really, really amazing. So if that's you, you have enough followers that engage and comment already that you don't even have to worry about if there's a couple of people that are inactive. What you don't ever want to do is take your followers or your supporters for granted by just like accumulating them like it's some number, like just say, yes, I got more followers. So it's really not about that. Eventually what you want to be able to do is turn those followers into customers. They won't like a comment, but they'll head right to your link and make a purchase. So I've had 10,600 followers for like the last year and my account hasn't really grown much, but I'm okay with that for now. I think for now, while my account is pretty like stagnant, what I really want to focus on is engaging with my current follower base because there's money there already. There's ways for me to connect and for me to help people. So I don't want to worry about just getting more. It looks good for the aesthetics when you have 100,000 followers. But if no one is buying from you, if no one trusts you, if no one is supporting you, then what's the point, right? So I want to turn my followers into genuine supporters that really are rooting for me. So if you follow me on Instagram and you be liking and commenting on my stuff, I appreciate it. If you like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. That's how I know that you know that we here, okay? So hit that button right here. It's right here. That. Do it. No. Right here. Yes. Thank you. Oh, and hit the alerts button too because then you'll be notified like every time I upload a new video and you won't miss it. As always, my necklace today is from Coco Ari. If you like this necklace, if you are into jewelry, then visit my site, shopcocoari.com, and use the code YouTube15 for 15% off.